Shit, my fault, bro.
Everything else is nice.
Da, da, da.
All right, well, welcome to the FWABOOM podcast.
Yo.
This is episode 1.
Officially.
This is a long time coming. We did like maybe 3 pilot episodes.
Alphas, betas.
Is it betas, alphas?
Is that what you want to call it?
Alphas?
I call them pilots. I thought pilots was a.
I thought pilot is like the official first.
Pilot is like episode 1.
Like what sets a tone for everything, like going forward.
That was more like a pre-pilot,
Yeah.
like kind of like let's
So is this
record
a
our.
pilot or is it episode 1?
I thought this was actually episode 1.
I don't know. I think we
like
can.
it starts from here, kind of, right?
We can paste like all of that together to make an episode 1 if you want. It really just depends how we want to do it.
I thought you
I was going to be
deleted
wearing like
everything.
different
Or you're talking
clothes.
about that last one.
The last one.
Oh,
the
yeah,
last
yeah,
one I
yeah.
deleted.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it. Damn, what'd you delete it for?
No, that was a very between you and I. That was a very intimate.
We started making out
We
so
started
much.
making out so much in that video.
I fisted him, bro. Oh,
No.
man.
I'm hoping
Germany.
that this is a pilot or is this an episode?
I think this might... Isn't a pilot?
I don't know.
Yeah, pilot is an
I think
episode.
the original idea was to like cut up some of the segments and we could just
share it.
turn it into one episode if it was that good.
Oh.
But the thing is,
for the last one,
for the audio aspect, obviously we're gonna be wearing different clothes and like in a different environment every time. But
It could
like,
be
I
like a
think,
little, what is it
you know what I
called?
mean? You could just paste all the good stuff together
Yeah, I like that.
as long as it flows.
Yeah, but what is this then? Episode 1?
Just another segment.
Is it? Okay. I mean,
That's fair. No, that's
I
fair.
mean, that's
you have a
that's how
timer?
I
We didn't
see
set
it.
up a timer.
I didn't set the timer for that. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
How long? Wait. It's been.
Yeah, hit that. Yeah, check
2
that.
minutes.
Well, I've been recording for 2 minutes and
Okay,
40
yeah.
seconds.
So,
Totally
wait,
forgot about
15 or 30 minutes?
You said 15.
No, 15 was the other camera.
30,
So 30.
and this one's
so
30.
This one is. We'll do 20.
We said 15 last time to make
20
us
we'll do
give some
25
leeway.
minutes.
Mukbang.
We'll do 25 minutes. Nice, dude. Well, welcome to the podcast. I hope that you're listening to this either on Spotify, which all of our socials are up,
Hey.
and then I will be, we'll be cutting up some stuff and putting on Instagram and TikTok and kind of getting all. But I'm glad that our fucking FWABOOM podcast name was available.
Absolutely.
Jesus,
I mean-
man, that was kind of tough to get.
Was it really? Kind of.
Well, yeah, I mean, when we used to do like FWABOOM's anything, it would be taken over. But FWABOOM is like a very weird.
That last IG we had before, the group FWABOOM, that one got hacked, so that was another
by
reason
some
why that
fucking
one.
Russian crypto fuck.
Yeah, I almost fell
fuck
for his
that guy,
scams.
Yeah, man. I think this is gonna be fun. We did a couple of podcasts beforehand, and it was a big ass fucking
Special
fly.
guest.
Yeah, bite that shit. But yeah, I'm hoping that you can listen to this and just kind of feel like you're in the room with us because
Hanging out, buddy.
That's exactly how we feel when we're in our Discord and we're kind of hanging out. We say some crazy ass shit. We do some crazy ass shit, and it's really more for documenting our life moving forward. So, and it's always really good to see the homies as
Shit's
well.
fun.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. So, whenever you're having sex, has anyone ever called you?
No, but
Really?
one time I finished and then I got a phone call that my grandpa died. So that was like,
Okay.
that was a boner kill.
Okay.
Like literally right after I finished.
Right after you finish.
Yeah. And then
Are you the kind of guy that goes like did multiple rounds?
yeah, no, absolutely.
Really? Yeah. How many rounds? have
Very
you done?
stamina.
I'm young like Oxen Bull.
Yeah.
By the way, I know that we're gonna get a little bit racist on this show, so whatever that means, we'll cut it out.
You know, I wasn't even thinking about what I said.
No, we
Like,
generally just get
so-
racist around.
fuck it, I'm a stupid ass American. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I'm a fucking.
This is my right. My God-given right.
Hell
First
yeah.
Amendment, baby.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day as a topic, and I was like, why do I think about that? But it has happened. So one time I was actually fucking. Let me say this correctly. I was.
Want to bleep it?
No, I'll believe it. But I was thinking about that, and actually Warren. I was gonna bring up
fucking Warren?
No, I wasn't fucking Warren. I was fucking somebody, and then Warren called me to ask me where I was at, and then I was still fucking while.
You're horrible.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna stop mid-stroke. I'm a finisher. I'm not gonna quit, and then I get soft. And, no one's
That's actually some gangster shit.
Yeah, you gotta get
You know.
going. But you also gotta match the breath.
I'm a romantic, that's
Because you're
why.
just like your dog style. You don't want to too obvious. You don't need too obvious. So no one's ever
Getting
called
hard right now, bro. So what are you talking about? What is this podcast?
So no one's ever called you while you were like mid-stroke.
No, not mid. I think. Yeah.
Mid-stroke.
Not that I can remember. Yeah, I can't remember. No.
But thinking back, we do have a million stories to tell. Do you remember any of the like your favorite moments or favorite stories from like the Twins' parties or any party in general that's just like ingrained in your head?
That one time I was fucking my girlfriend at the time, and then all you guys were just outside the window, and I turned on the light like an
Which
idiot.
time?
I forgot the time, but
Damn.
yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah, I was thinking about the time.
She did like a fucking butterfly dive onto the bed when I turned on the light, and I turned it back off. It was one of those moments where I like went another round.
Nice, dude.
Stamina, you know, like a horse and bull.
Yeah, oxen bull. Yeah. No, I was thinking about the time like our prom, and dude, that was me. That was dude. I shouldn't be talking about any of this.
I think we should change the
We
subject.
should go. We should pause. We should pause.
Bro, you're the one who brought it.
Yeah. There's good stories, and then it's like I don't know the boundaries of what I can talk about.
You catch yourself like right.
I want to catch myself.
You catch yourself at the boundary.
You know, I think that's one of the biggest things that I do want to like acknowledge is like, you know what, the vulnerableness and the how we talk about it. We do have to like, we're, you know, walking on eggshells, landmines, but also like we do want to be real on this podcast. So I think it's super important, but yeah. Yeah, I'm actually it's super nice to actually finally do this, man. I know that right now, if you're listening in, you probably know that there's a lot of Asian podcasts that are like going through the metal detector.
Are there really?
There's a lot of.
I heard something about like I'm not gonna name them, but like I heard something about.
Yeah, some LA, some SoCal podcast right now.
Yeah.
So then I thought it was super funny because I was talking to Van about it, and I was
Damn,
like,
are we really gonna start with the podcast like talking about another podcast?
No. We're just saying like, you know, we are just wanting to make sure we don't say the wrong thing.
I say what you want, but
Say what you want.
and we'll deal with it in post.
That's fair. That's fair.
We'll get canceled and then we'll deal with it.
Yeah, we'll deal with it again. I mean,
who
you know,
cares? We're not. The only thing, as long as we don't like mean any ill intentions, we don't mean any harm.
yeah.
We're just talking shit.
I'm only thinking about the editing process, about how I'm gonna edit this shit. I'm like, hold on,
If anything,
sorry.
most of the time, all that shit we see, we don't actually see what really is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, we did talk about
cutting.
cutting and X, Y, and Z, but also everything that we say, and then I'm gonna post. I'm gonna show you guys, and then see if it's
That too. Yeah.
good to go. So
Bleeps.
yeah, man. Thank you for sharing that, guys. I mean, that's just one of those things, man. Like just like dating in general. I've always just wondered, like, how is that? You know? So
Man, it's horrible.
It's I mean, you know, that we got some friends right now, and you know, I'm glad that they're kind of going out their comfort zone. But for a while there, I was just like, fuck, dude, that's
One time I matched with my ex's college roommate, and I was like, ooh. And then I mentioned that, and then she fucking unmatched. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure.
Damn.
She's like, oh yeah, I do remember you. Unmatched.
Oh shit, bro.
But yeah, it was fun.
Insane, bro.
Yeah.
It's always the ones you like the most that unmatch you, or like someone that you may have something in common with. Like I think I matched up with someone from like middle school, and I thought we were having. I was like, oh
wow.
shit, like hey, you're actually like really cool, and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, like unmatched. Like, oh damn.
Right. I did, what do you call it? The last time I went on like Tinder, I got a thing from a situationship. It was just a fucking friend from high school too as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good from Tinder, I guess, for reintroducing me. So
Was it for me? My worst date, and then my only interaction with like online stuff was I was in the military, and then I was talking to somebody online.
Was this OK Cupid or some shit?
No. It was It was on Instagram. Fuck you, man. Yeah, it was on Instagram.
Okay.
And but basically, yeah, man, we were like talking on Instagram for a while, and I didn't know my friend was kind of like hooking up with like her cousin, and we kind of like thought, I was like, oh yeah, when you get back, we'll do a 2-man.
It's a 2-man.
It was just like the worst thing in the world, bro. Like we had nothing in common. They are an amazing person, and they are very, very like. They are very different from in my head because you know the type of people that I like, or the girls, or what I'm attracted to. But yeah, we went on a date, and it was really dry, and you know my boy was just like, oh yeah, let's go back to the house. Ooh. And so they did that, and we were on the couch, and it was just lust. It was just lust, bro. And it wasn't anything good. And after that, like. I should probably not tell the story, but tell the story because we're not gonna say any names, and I'll cut it out if anything. But yeah, basically, like it was just we didn't have anything to talk about after I nutted, and I was like, I'm going to. You're right, and I was like, I'm going to make some tea. Do you want some? And I busted in her mouth, and then I gave her some tea, so it was like hot cum just in her mouth, and it was one of those things. And after that, she left, bro, and I just never talked about that.
That sounds like a successful.
But it was like. I was in the military and I really liked her, but then our goals were just so separate.
That's dangerous.
and I didn't want to just fuck.
But you
we
did.
fuck, and it's just one of those things. So, but
Made her
besides
teeth,
that,
at
yeah,
least,
I mean, but after like the post nut clarity,
Yeah. You're like,
you're just
damn.
like there, and you're like, oh,
That's why I touch
wow.
myself every night.
Right.
pass.
Yeah, you don't want to call anybody. You're like, hey, Rommel, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, if we're talking about like if anyone ever called you mid-stroke, yeah, you.
No.
What? Mid-stroke with myself, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what, bro? When we're on the Discord and playing games, every time that you're quiet for a long time, I just know you're touching yourself. Dude.
Sometimes.
I know you're touching yourself.
Sometimes.
You have like 5 fucking screens. You're probably like,
Yeah. My bed's right there. Too.
Right.
Yeah.
What's a Reddit like? If you had to,
We're
tell,
not gonna do that right now.
we are. If you had to kind of be like link or kind of plug a
Yeah,
Reddit,
that's crazy.
a Reddit,
P-A-A-G.
a subreddit,
What?
a say it.
It's okay.
PGAA?
We can play it back later.
Is it golfing?
I know what it is, but move on.
No, you don't have like a top 3 like
Top 3?
subreddit. I go on like red, like like every time I go to subreddit, like red gifs, it always comes out. You ever been on red gifs?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah?
I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
This is a very. What is
It's
this?
love is in the air, dude. Love's in the air, man. The
Yeah,
holidays
yeah.
are coming up, right?
Hey man, it's getting cold. There's less people out.
Right, dude. Yeah, dude. You can
Simping
cuddle.
season.
You can cuddle. Gonna get some gifts for people. This is the time to find some love. So, but yeah, I was always thought about when we were growing up. I think it's if we ever did get famous, right? Ever did hit that like viral state. I remember Victor told me when I was leaving for the military, Vine was just a thing that just happened. He was like, dude, you would have done Vine like 6 seconds, stupid shows, stupid stuff.
I regret not doing that too.
If we were like a Odd Future or like AMP or something like that, who would be the first one? Oh, no, I'll say that after. But who would be the first one to be canceled? You think?
To get canceled?
I think I was gonna say whatever you were just about to say.
So who would be the first one?
Let's say it at the same time.
Oh, me?
Yeah. No,
Hold on.
Same time.
All right, 3, 2, 1. JR.
Okay.
Justin. Okay, Justin's a good one. I think JR. Because JR, like JR.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they're gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know. Justin, JR. How about you, Sean?
You know.
I mean, Justin says out of pocket shit like amongst us, but like on the internet, I don't think he would.
Right. Nico too. Nico will get canceled for sure. Hella fast.
True.
Hella fast. His Twitter is crazy. I think JR because there was some times, bro, like we would go to parties or sometimes where he just says out of pocket shit, and I think he'd be canceled. I think he can. But what I was gonna bring up was Philly. I don't know if you guys know Philly from the international YouTuber rapper. He just got caught. Never mind. He just got extradited from Australia to the UK, and he basically got charged. Not like allegedly, but he got like charged.
For what?
We can't say it on the podcast, but a little essay type
Oh,
stuff. Yeah,
damn.
but he got charged. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, he got charged.
Actually,
yeah,
like,
his name
damn.
he's a UK, black YouTube rapper. But
That's why I touch myself every day, bro.
dude, because that clears everything.
Exactly. You're not angry after you nut, Maybe at yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror like that. After I nut in my bed, I just look to the right.
Up. No, that's fair, dude. That's absolutely fair.
No.
Yeah, your
dude,
mirror
not
is
worth
to
it.
the right of your bed.
Huh?
You do have a mirror to the right.
Yeah, Sean knows.
I like that, bro. I like that. Do you still have the green sheets on your bed?
No, I got rid of them.
Oh, okay.
They're blue, white sometimes.
Do you still have a TV in your room?
Sometimes.
I just feel like you have like a million monitors. I feel like you don't need a TV anymore.
Honestly, I don't.
That's
I
what-
should probably get rid of
I'll say
it. I got that TV from the friend from Tinder. Yeah. Because she moved and I was like, she's like, oh, do you want this TV? She sold it to me for like totally cheaper than what it was. So
Just fuck out of that?
yeah.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I like that. Yeah, last time we had a podcast, you did say something super important, man. Like before we were doing the podcast, it was just me and you. You said, I don't like small talk. I didn't really think about it, bro, but we went like maybe an hour and a half just doing the podcast. And like, small talk is something that like I had to do for work. We had to kind of just conversate. But do you still feel that way after that podcast?
It depends if I like the person or not.
Wow.
Or if I'm just tolerating you, then yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. If I'm talking with my friends, then
Yeah, so let's play this scenario. The Yosemite.
first date, I guess. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. If I can't tolerate you, then I'm not gonna waste my time. So.
Oh, wow. You don't like to waste energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, shit.
That's the whole point of dating, right? Like.
No.
And that's why I'm single right now.
But you don't like entertaining the fact? You don't like to entertain the...
It depends if my intention is just to fuck or something, Then yeah, sure, I'll try to do all of that. But
do you put out your intentions like way before that? during the conversation.
For the most part, yeah.
I think that's important as well.
I'm just an unsure guy, so I just put that out there today.
I think for me, working in retail, I think that small talk is super important.
Yeah, it lets you know what kind of person you are too.
Those dead spots as well too. But you're right, man. I mean, the tolerating part, I just have to do it. I was gonna say if we're in Yosemite and we're like up at fucking
right.
Yeah, we're just caught up in somewhere and just small talk.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I'm not opposed to it.
Right.
Like say like coworkers. Like if I don't like the coworker, I'm stuck with you. Like damn.
I'm
I have to tolerate
with you.
like that. Now I gotta tolerate it. But
Yeah, man. I think it's important. But you did well. You did great. We just went on for an hour and a half.
Thank you.
How about you, Sean? Do you like small talk? Are you a small talk kind of guy?
I'm a small talk kind of guy.
I mean, I'm the same thing. I used to avoid it at all costs. I mean, I used to. Well, I also work in retail with you.
Yeah.
But we are in different departments. Yeah. And I had switched departments when you started working there. But I was originally in your department doing retail.
Never got to see that.
I had to have those conversations as well, and it only helps you. Like, small talk is only gonna benefit you if you're not trying to fucking force it. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, I do small talk today, like at work. Same thing, like I said earlier, like I try and feed you information, and if you want to engage in it, then you can, but like also if you leave it, like I'm not offended if you don't pick up on it. Like I'll say something like, what will I say? I'll just say that I know like my coworker's name. So let's say like my coworker's name is like Natasha, and I'll be like, Natasha, save me. I'm stuck counting this shit.
You just say with a Russian accent too, though.
Stupid. I'm stuck counting all this stuff.
Natasha.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, oh, what are you doing? And then that turns into like a conversation. You know what I mean? Then that starts to break the ice. But like that's better than just letting them walk by you and not say anything. Like I'll say something stupid or shows that like I take my job seriously, but like not so serious to the point where like I'm not having a good time. I try and have fun with like the shit that I say.
Oh, not all work, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like keep it like kind of light, and I'll just be like, ugh. I'll kind of like look at like someone and be like, ugh. And I'll see how they kind of like respond to me.
That's what happens to me. My eye twitches, my lip
It's
quivers.
so crazy, man. Like for me, like I have like a bag of conversation points that I always bring up. That's pretty big. It's huge.
Yeah,
insane.
It happens to me. Like,
you wear a mask at work?
I should now.
No. I wear a mask. Sometimes I don't like to tolerate like customers, but I always wear a mask because I don't want to fake the smile. But I always have three. I always say, how's the weather outside? Because we do work in like a store. So
I couldn't tell you I stay inside.
Yeah, and then if it's like nice weather, I'm like, oh well, great that I'm staying inside. Just kind of make them laugh. And then the second one is, when's the next vacation? Like where are we going? And then kind of include them because they like to talk about themselves.
You're still talking to me,
right? And if they don't like it, I just kind of stop, and that really like hurts my ego. But
some people can't read the room though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, like from that point to this point, I'm just waiting for them to bring out your stuff, and I just need to, kind of fill out the dead points. So.
Hey, that's why I bring it out.
Right. In 2 minutes.
Because I know what it is to be that person. I was like, man, I'm trying to get the shit out as fast as possible because I know how awkward like
you can
a
feel
minute
it,
can be.
Yeah, man. Actually, it was pretty funny. We were supposed to, for the first podcast, we were actually supposed to get some guests on. I think that those two guests that were supposed to be on was going to be a little bit crazy, right? Shout out.
I was actually looking forward to it.
I was actually looking forward to it too. It was shout out to Brian and Bryce that. He kind of like wanted to do the podcast and was super down as well.
It was fun, real fun.
Yeah, but man, I think
personalities.
I think right now we're such in a weird spot because COVID this, COVID that. I mean, even at our store, COVID, you can have COVID and still work.
Now. Yeah,
and it's insane, right?
That is crazy. They told me that I had COVID last month.
They're saying 2 days at the most.
I was like, I just tested positive for COVID today, so I don't think I should come in for my shift tomorrow. Absolutely. And they're like, technically, you can come in if you just mask up and you don't have symptoms. And I was like,
I have symptoms. That's what you tell them.
Well, first of all, I said, I have symptoms. But I was like, I was already working through the past 2 days not knowing that I had COVID. And I was struggling. Fair. So I am not coming in. And I'll reassess how I feel for the next day after that or whatever. But that is crazy to me. And I was like, I don't want to work with anybody who has COVID. me as your equal, I'm gonna say take your ass home. Like,
Absolutely.
go home.
No, absolutely. Yeah, if I was a manager,
people at my work, they got sick. I fucking got hella mad at them.
well, it's not even that. It's like a two-way street, man. People. It's either you're embarrassed or you're non-considerate. Like it's not.
Exactly.
It's like.
And sometimes it's the non-considerate, you know.
Right.
Which I get because you got to make your money.
Right.
Which I understand, but
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and it
You
is
put
so.
other people at risk.
It is so weird, man. I mean, I think about it too, and I'm like, well, where are we? We're like in this limbo state of like, you know, we still we don't feel safe being out there, but then our job is telling us we have to go there. It's so weird. So, yeah, COVID is a weird, and that was actually one of the reasons why.
That's a new normal. No.
Yeah, one of the reasons why the guys couldn't come. So, you know, shout out to being considerate and
Absolutely.
communicating that they could not get over here because they didn't want to risk this part. So, shout out to them.
Yep. Next time.
Absolutely, next time. Absolutely. So. You know, I think a lot of the times, at least with the three of us, or with you, because you are a DJ, Sean. What is the era of music that you wish that you could have been in?
Oh, like during, like
During,
living through
the
prime? Damn.
Not like a year, but like an era, right? Just like
God.
a small.
I want to say like actually like I wish I was like in my 20s and sorry, yeah, my mic. I wish I was like in my 20s and 30s or whatever. Like right now, like I wanted to say like maybe like the early 90s. Late 80s type stuff. Like I think that would have been like fucking
Okay, but you still didn't fucking answer the
Wait,
question. Like not the years, but like the era of music.
oh sorry, yeah, like that kind of thing.
Like gangster hip hop or
I mean,
like
yeah.
freestyle.
So like a genres?
Yeah, like a genre. Yeah, genre.
Is
Yeah.
that like the era like you mentioned?
90s music. I mean, 90s music, R&B, 90s music.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, like when it comes down, like the techno, electro, Daft Punk back in the day.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I like grunge too.
Yeah, grunge would have been sick at the time. I was thinking about my era because I listened to a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And I think I would have been closer to like that New York '90s. You know, like when Wu-Tang came out and like Nas and all them.
Word.
When everything was just kind of like that gangster shit. And then I was thinking about like freestyle, like my parents like like Little Susie and all that stuff. But like I think that like those clubbing days, bro, that you can't beat that. I mean, disco too. Disco would have been nice.
Have you ever? Yeah, speaking of disco and all that, like the clubs, like have you watched that documentary, Studio 54 or whatever? Recommend it. Really good documentary. It's just talking about it was like the most popular club back then in New York. Oh. And then it was just like it was
not Soul Train. I'm thinking Soul Train.
Yeah. But like it was just like the spot where everybody not all ages, sorry, but like it didn't matter how old you were, like you're not a minor, sorry, but you could be like 70s and you're just like doing drugs and shit all up in there. It was fucking, but yeah, good documentary.
I think if we were back in the day, I think I would have done.
I think I would have been dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
from the life that we were living,
I think we would have had a great party scene, great, just going out there. But yeah, I think I would have done drugs. I think I would have done drugs. I think I would have done
heroin.
No, I think I would have kept.
You're like,
yeah, I think alcohol and coke combined and just going out. I think I would have done like pills too, like ludes and stuff like that, just to go crazy.
Yeah,
go crazy, man.
You still want to try?
No, I don't. Oh, okay, no. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking.
You can still do all that if you want.
Yeah, I can still do it, but not nowadays. I guess I was scared of like the fentanyl thing, dude. I get so nervous.
Fair.
Yeah, getting like addicted. But
we got nurse friends. You can get fentanyl strips. I mean,
fentanyl.
To test.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fentanyl's a powder form, right?
Yeah.
How do you?
There's use medical, or it's like more like liquid too.
Oh,
like morphine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's medicinal. That's what it was meant for. Synthetic. Anyways.
Yeah, no, you have an era of music that you wish that you were in. I mean, I guess the question is in like what years. So what kind of genre?
You're the one who said not years though.
Yeah.
But you're just talking about genre of music.
Yeah.
That I mean, I was alive for it, but I was very young.
Exactly.
So if I could be like teenager or like a young adult.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of R&B, so I really like New Jack, like the New Jack era, like Bell Biv DeVoe, Poison, like those type of drums, like anything Teddy Riley.
Yeah,
like
that's good. That's
like
good.
I always kind of like how dancey R&B turned into for a
second.
Bro.
The chrome in the music video that you see everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? The reflection.
But I mean, I was alive during the time that it was coming out. I was just
That's what I said earlier. Like, I was
very
like,
young,
oh,
so I
mid-30s.
couldn't really enjoy it and compare it to other music and really just like take it as for what it is when it's brand new. I can only really look back and see it as like throwbacks now, which are all really good. And I have like playlists of just like New Jack songs, but I really like, you know, that type of shit.
Yeah, no, dude. I think for me, that was like the '90s, 80s kind of thing was like the golden era of music in my head, or the golden genre or whatever. But I think about that, and I think about like, damn, I wish there was more clubs in the city or somewhere where we can just go there and we know what kind of music they're playing.
Yeah.
Instead of just throwing in that new.
Walk
Not
in.
new, but that same playlist that every fucking club plays.
Their top 40
Yeah,
stuff,
top 40 rotation, hip hop.
We'll get off that. When's the last time you listened to the radio?
I listen to radio constantly.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Actually,
If I'm not listening to a podcast, I listen to a radio. I think. Well, I remember Sean made a comment when we were like younger that I only listened to. I've never my discography. I guess that's what it's called. Discography. Discography.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not in depth. I do listen to a lot of mainstream stuff. I don't listen to a lot of like underground or like a lot of stuff that's you never heard of this artist before, so
Yeah. Cheers. By the way.
cheers. You taking this to the head?
No, that's a lot. All right, fine.
I didn't even say anything.
Cheers.
I didn't even say anything.
Doesn't take that much and say
You don't
anything,
gotta
right?
say anything.
You open up the Twisted Tea?
Drink that
Did you
shit.
say please?
Please.
Thank you.
Sorry. I never sipped tequila, so actually,
You said
That's-
that. Oh, you.
did you drink all of it?
Yeah.
I never sipped tequila, so that's actually why I was kind of confused.
You are in pain right now,
We'll run
brother.
it back.
We're gonna get a close up of your face.
We'll
Oh,
run it
you
back.
need some orange juice or whatever, or lemonade.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you need Chase, right? My fault.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't like on the top
I didn't think about
fucking
that.
things to do. So,
Sorry.
um,
Holy cops, Chase.
hell yeah, shout
You want-
out, shout
Yeah,
out,
right,
shout out,
right.
Justin. Yeah,
Shout out, Justin.
Yeah, I think those are the golden eras, right? Do you feel like what's your favorite golden era, right?
I thought you were gonna say
Music,
your
movies.
favorite golden girl.
They're all dead, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't even know their name. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just
What's your golden era? Like, what's your favorite golden era? Not music. Obviously, we already kind of established.
okay.
Yeah.
Like actually, like
Yeah.
I want to say like
The Roaring 20s for the movie cinema. Really?
legit. I would say the war
would say
even
that's
though
a-
drinking was illegal. See, like how smoking right now is like, or I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, trying to drink back then was like illegal, right? Like speakeasies and shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right. With the thrill of it, right? The thrill,
And
car
also,
chases.
I like the glam, the sparkly like dresses in the head and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Great Gatsby. I love that movie.
Yeah, I've always said, that I grew up in the wrong coast. If I grew up in the East Coast, man, I just know, I think I would have been so different, dude. So different.
Damn.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm grateful for this West Coast, like,
That's fair.
lifestyle. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
Very.
It's easy.
If you think about it, too, like, yeah, more rugged, I guess, if
Yeah.
you're East Coast kind of
Yeah.
thing. I don't know. Well, but then you can say the same thing about some West Coast stuff.
Yeah, I've had the privilege to not live in the East Coast, but visit the East Coast.
Yeah.
I've had the privilege to live in the Southeast
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the South as well. And I
Ouch, you rise again, brother.
Woo! No, I always say that. Sorry, Sean.
I keep forgetting how close
My
we
bad, my
are.
bad. You got me riled up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The rebel yell. They'll rise again. They'll
shit.
rise again. No, I've had the opportunity to do that. Okay, and then I've had the opportunity to live down there, and seeing the world or seeing the coast.
Yeah,
I want to go back to the West Coast, but I had the opportunity to live in like North Carolina.
You touched the Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah, the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah.
You touched it? Is it really like that much bluer or whatever?
It's it is. It's not. I can't compare it to Ocean Beach.
I would say ours is like greener.
Right, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's dark blue,
Nice.
blue. Yeah.
It's
But
beautiful.
yeah, I was actually talking to Van's brother, and he's in Florida right now, getting hit. He's in Jacksonville, and he was talking about the hurricane, and he's actually not tripping at all. You think about Florida, and they're like freaking out there.
Yeah, I mean,
this
I've
and that.
seen you seen some of the stuff?
Yeah,
That
but
shit crazy.
if you follow him on Instagram right now, he's like making like Korean food and like making tortillas.
Is he
and stuff
like in the
no, he's
thick of
like
it,
how
or-
like it's like in the Gulf Coast,
Right,
like
right,
the
yeah,
Gulf
right,
of
right.
Mexico. He's on the other side. like Jacksonville,
okay,
up north,
gotcha.
close to Georgia.
Right.
And it's just so funny, like how surreal Florida people are. So like, some people are like fucking freaking out, and then you got him. Just like chilling, like going to the pool.
Did you hear about that one guy that like he stayed in his boat and then he recently got
Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah, and he lost that deal on his first stream for saying the N-word live on the air.
Well, that's a South
idiot,
right
bro.
there. That's
the South shall rise again, but only for 15 minutes.
I don't understand how he got that much publicity. To be honest, here, bro.
TikTok.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But yeah, the cinema. So the Roaring Twenties movies is what you would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's yours?
I was gonna say like the golden era of like drugs. You know, like the
70s.
Yeah, the 70s.
Experimental.
Yeah. Experimental. Everyone's just doing it. Everyone's just going crazy. Actually, the music was good. Right? Everyone's dancing.
Actually, I take that back. I take back what I said. Yeah, drugs. 70s. Let me get that shit.
How about you, man? You have a golden era, like you wanted, you wish you
not like music, but like just society.
Anything. Fashion would have been fucking sick, bro. Fashion, music, movies. What other eras do you wish that drugs was a great era as well?
Yeah,
I don't know. I would say I haven't put too much thought into this.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I would say the 80s. I don't want to go too far back because, racism.
And you're not wrong.
Like if I was who I am,
I was thinking that too. When I said the 20s, I'm like,
okay, yeah, maybe I didn't think about that.
Do you think you'd be treated equal in the 20s?
Yeah. I almost said 50s earlier, but I was like, no, misogyny was at an all-time high.
Fine, I'm sorry.
I mean, assuming I am who I am, the color of my skin, I think that will totally play a factor in whether I'm having a good time or if I'm fucking
true. That's true.
On the back of the bus, bro.
That's why we live in a good time right now. There's no better time than now.
Yeah,
ladies
but
and
don't
gentlemen.
you just wish? Okay, man, I'll tell you this, and this is for our viewers because I've never said this out loud. I've said this to you before. I've always said that I'm waiting for something crazy to happen. This is before COVID.
I mean, but like
no. I was waiting for something crazy to happen.
Well, like
the craziest things that happened in our lifetime was 9/11. The stocks, whatever.
The recession,
the housing
market went down.
2008, yeah.
And then we had the tsunami in Tokyo. Not here, but the life events, right?
Right.
And then you just think
Katrina,
about Katrina, right? We went through so much social media. We went through so much. Iraq, yeah, right. We just went through so much. And then I remember saying this so in my head.
Like, I still waiting for that crazy.
I'm like waiting for
He's waiting for a nuke to go off.
I'm like,
you're waiting for a nuke.
A nuke. Like
Let's not manifest.
We're not gonna manifest it. But I've always thought about it, like living under
AI. Technically, we're sleeping on it.
Like
in a sense, like technology, like AI.
Right. No. We're seeing it right now. Skynet is gonna be a thing in 3 years, bro.
Yeah, the automation of everything.
Yeah, there's gonna be a startup company, and they're gonna be called Skynet, but it's gonna be
I think there was someone that tried to before, and then they didn't really go far. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I've always said that. I always said I'm waiting for something crazy to happen, and then la-di-da-di-da. I don't know what dates you guys have.
You got it.
Yeah, I have March 13 in my date book. I don't know if it's March.
For
13.
COVID?
Yeah, for COVID.
It was mid-March. I mean, obviously it's
13.
called COVID-19 because it happened in 2019,
Oh.
but it didn't become a pandemic until
it
didn't become a pandemic until mid-March 2020.
Right.
Yeah,
I was in the Philippines during that, and then
I remember. Yeah, I remember
you
that.
want to talk about that?
it was actually kind of crazy.
Well, because there's all that stuff happening in China too, right?
Exactly. No, because then everyone was getting sick in the Philippines. It was so bad. And you know how Philippines in general is. It's a second world, developing, whatnot. Everyone's everything is just kind of packed. Close. Everyone's close. When the priest goes, when you go to church, the priest is hand feeding you. The fucking So So I was witnessing that. My mom got really sick too, but we didn't know. She was sick for the whole trip kind of, and we just we're yo, what the fuck is this? But that shit was gnarly, seeing everything happen before everyone knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, if I could just kind of briefly talk about that. I remember you went to the Philippines for how long you got caught up over there.
Yeah.
And then
I quit my job.
Right, and then you got sick.
You did.
And then you came back, and then a couple months later, we were talking about COVID is a thing, and I was like, oh shit, you're ready to fucking at it.
I brought it.
Yeah, you brought it, bro. It was insane.
I was one of those unfortunate people. Didn't realize.
I was gonna say I said that to myself before COVID happened. I was like, I'm wondering when it's gonna happen. We're gonna live like fucking mole people, or a nuke's gonna go off, or fucking aliens are gonna come down to
Right,
Earth,
like Snowpiercer type shit.
Yeah, and then we ended up having COVID, and then that was
It's kind of anticlimactic if you think about it.
yeah, because then we kind of just like we
Paused everything.
we paused everything, but then near the end, like a couple months, everyone was like, "No more, we're not." Like,
Yeah.
We all agreed. We're like,
I don't give a fuck anymore.
we don't care, right? We don't
Yeah.
care. We stopped wearing masks. We got the 2 vaccines, and then we got like that crowd immunity.
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and that was just one of those things that we all agreed was like, no,
And
we're
that's
not
why,
gonna do this anymore.
that's why I say like COVID-19 is the new normal. Like it's like another
That's
flu.
what I'm saying.
So-
Yeah, and that's why like right now we're in like a limbo state because we still take it seriously. We don't want to affect loved ones and people that around us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then the other side of the spectrum is like, oh yeah, you still got to work and you still got to
Right.
disregard everything.
Right.
Shout out to all those food workers that were they never got a day off.
Yeah.
I remember I bring up COVID and I bring up like this and that and they're like, I was working.
right.
And I was like, fuck, I wasn't.
Yeah.
So shout out to them as well.
Boba spots were open too.
Yeah.
Boba's essential, baby.
Super. Yeah, shout out to those stimulus checks too, man. As much as it fucked up the economy as well, those were awesome.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was amazing, bro. Shout out to the person that got EDD as well, like just
Yeah.
like scamming. I was telling that to Sean the other day, or maybe I was telling that to somebody else, but I was like so sick of work, and I was like, fuck, let's just start scamming people, bro. Like 1 or 2 scams, like old people.
Did you really?
Take their money, you know what I'm saying?
Did you really?
No. I'm saying like
Oh,
that
you
might
were
be the
too.
next venture.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
just
yeah,
like
probably.
start scamming people.
Honestly.
And, yeah, I mean that's just a great gig.
That's what fucking big.
That's
That's what
just
big
a great
corpo
gig.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake
Aren't,
up.
aren't you the one
Yeah.
that tries to keep people from getting scammed?
Right, but
Oh.
then, dude, I'm just sick of it. I'm so over
sorry,
it. Like,
I'm
why?
sorry.
Why? I'll just do the
For
scamming,
real.
bro.
It'd be like, I know what not to do because I can catch these guys that are doing it wrong.
Right.
Let me show you how to
Exactly.
get past the checkpoints that I'm dealing with.
I keep. I don't know if you can watch it in the footage, but I keep raising my mic as if I'm gonna drink it. You're gonna watch it later in post.
It's okay, man. It's all right. We'll figure it out.
I hold it in this hand. I go like this.
You're right. Jesus, man. With if you could think about another universe, like a parallel universe, what do you think that other John is doing?
Whatever I'm not doing right now.
No. But like,
No,
what do you think
I love
that
parallel.
guy is like? What do you think that guy is? Who that guy is?
Okay, so like when you talk about parallel stuff, like I think about like the way everything everywhere all at once
I
kind
love
of
that
depicted.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, shut
exactly.
up.
So I just think like he's just doing exactly, literally whatever I'm not doing.
Yeah.
And then the next one's doing exactly whatever we're both not doing. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
exponentially growing.
Yeah, it just
so
goes crazy. I always think about that other guy and just making better decisions.
yeah. Okay,
The guy
yeah.
who
We put
doesn't
it
like
that way.
overthink and he's just
Yeah.
like he's cool. And
But then there's another parallel version making even worse decisions.
right,
If you think about
right.
it. Doing heroin.
Am I in the middle? I'm in the middle.
There's no better time than the now.
Right. Yeah. Maybe I should just be happy that I'm.
Yeah, maybe you should just do
You're
heroin.
like the happy medium of all the good and bad.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Right.
Yeah.
That's what we're in the. Happy
Yeah, I like
medium.
that. Man, this is very philosophical. Philosophical.
Spell that word, bro. Spell that word.
Philosophical.
I haven't called you.
Why are you looking at me like that?
For a long time, I've always wanted to introduce you in this podcast as Mr. Lavender. That's actually still one of my favorite albums ever.
What?
Alone
Alone
Problem.
a Problem.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shout out Tory Lanez.
Shout out Tory Lanez, man. That is one of my great. If we can use that as an outro, that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
that'd be great. We'll make like a bootleg version.
Yeah, we'll listen to that.
Don't sue
one,
us,
yeah.
please.
But I think of Mr. What are your favorite? What's the nickname that really stuck out to you? Like, did you really like? If you could have had that as your nickname moving forward, what would it be?
Damn. That's hard because then I don't
Like
like I
rebrand,
don't like
huh?
sticking to one.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
but rebrand,
Like
yeah.
Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince. Type
Really,
stuff,
you would
yeah.
go by Prince?
No. I'm saying as an example, like how he did that.
This guy thinks a
I
lot
just
about
went for
himself over here.
Yeah, for real. I don't want to be associated with you. I think. Fuck, bro. I like Kilroy way back then.
I like Kilroy.
Yeah,
Kilroy likes
Oh, did you-
pie.
Yeah,
Oh, they introduced you as Kilroy. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you like because I like the what you call like the World War II history from. I don't know if you know Kilroy was like one of the original memes. They like to
Oh.
explain it like during World War II.
Like Blitzkrieg?
Sure.
Yeah, like the Kill Squad?
No, not like that.
Oh, no, not like that.
No
Not
one,
like that.
no one knows who the original Kilroy is.
Oh, Kilroy's a person.
Exactly.
Oh, I did not know that.
And then like during World War II in the production, there would be random Kilroy was here, like in places,
Oh.
and then so that's like that's why I fucked with it. I was like I like the the mysteriousness of it all, the anonymity.
Like the mystery of like Banksy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a Banksy?
Oh my God, is that Kilroy?
Oh,
That's sick. I never thought about that.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, Kilroy. I think because that's been like since 8th grade.
That's like a thing like in like the Revolutionary War, like when people were like writing like letters, like during the war, they would have like different aliases, like Benjamin Franklin, George Washington. They would have different aliases. So like when they got caught, like their letters, you're like, oh, this is not important because we don't know who this is.
It's not me.
But then they went under
plausible deniability.
That
I'm signing my letters now for you. Revere. Well, I'm picking for you. Sorry.
No. Okay, no. Kilroy would have been a good nickname, but then what's the rapper nickname?
Oh shit, we want rap names too.
Yeah, rap names would have been cool, bro.
Lil Dick.
Little Dick?
No.
I'm not introducing you as Little Dick, bro.
Damn. I like Mr. Lavender, to be honest.
Mr. Lavender,
It's kind of fruity.
It is kind of fruity. Well, you're a kind of fruity guy, man. If you were to get into the rap or the music industry, what genre would you be rapping into?
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy? Just rapping about oils and stuff. Yeah.
Oil slicks.
No. I think you would rap about like R&B. Like I think you would, or not rap about R&B, like do R&B.
Yeah. I always figured something like that, slow, mysterious, like not say mysterious, but like dark. That dark shit,
Yeah.
Talk about like let's fuck and do drugs and then let's go shoot
like the
someone.
Weekend type stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to generalize, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, what
for the most part, yeah.
What is well, he's pop now.
Yeah, but like back then it was pretty fucking dark,
Yeah,
you don't want that. He romanticized that life, which was the thing.
I was
living that life. Yeah,
I was in it, dude.
Yeah.
No, I think
shout out Wicked Games.
Yeah, shout out, dude. What's the other album that I like? The Balloons? No, is it 19 Balloons?
House of Balloons.
House of Balloons.
That's what it is. That was my favorite.
The first
album,
one, yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I would go by if I was thinking about a new nickname that would have been really cool. That I want to rebrand myself if I went into another medium or another community as well. I think I would have went into like my nickname is like RC. RC, yeah.
RC Cola.
Yeah, super. It's my
Legends
initials
of RCs.
RC Cola, the batteries, RC. Yeah. I think that would have been a cool nickname as well. And then I've always wanted to. Oh, this is a good question, dude. If you were like a rapper, what group or what group would you want to be in?
Oh, like that's already existing.
Right.
If they were like hiring, damn.
Or like a title, like a band title, yeah.
D12.
D12?
Probably,
yeah. It would have been probably crazy.
Yeah, shout out Bizarre, shout out Proof, rest in peace.
Shout out Proof, yeah.
Conniva, rest in peace. Yeah. I love Eminem back then, Now that I'm
then?
Yeah.
Oh, you kind of fell off?
Oh no, yeah, because you grow up,
right?
You understand, like he just makes the music to make the money, stuff. It's not it's not for you anymore.
Did you see the interview with him and 50 Cent, or about 50 Cent talk about
the wedding, and then like when talking about like growing up with like Haley or whatever? Like,
I mean that was beautiful.
I mean,
out of everybody that
like we should go on tour, right? And make
and Eminem was like, I don't want to miss it
anymore.
Like whatever it is, I don't want to miss it. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from 50 Cent and then like him going to the wedding, I was like, I never knew that part. Like Eminem stopped.
I mean, I already like back, like even being a youngster, listening to Eminem, hearing Mockingbird for the first time, you're like, damn, so that's what it means to be a dad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He
like,
put it all out there, bro.
Yeah.
And he's a great father, bro. But I didn't really like his beef with MG Kelly. What's his name?
Machine Gun.
MGK.
MGK.
I didn't really like.
I don't even like MGK that much. But yeah, that was so like unnecessary.
Yeah,
I think it's like an effort to stay relevant. But who started that shit? MGK.
Yeah,
it was so unnecessary.
But also, publicity. Right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Any good critiques is
Shout out Megan Fox.
Shout out Megan Fox. I think she's like in that shit for I think she's like in an abusive relationship.
Yeah. It's Holly weird. Holly
weird.
Yeah, Holly weird.
What were we talking about? We were talking about
what group?
So D12.
Yeah, D12.
Yeah. So my rapper name is Melly Mel. Yeah. And I would always want to be introduced as ASAP Melly Mel.
Oh,
ASAP Melly Mel. That's
a good one too. Actually,
I always just wanted to, if I were to go into rapping or join a group or whatever, I would always want to be a part of the ASAP mob.
Yeah. They're very creative.
They're very creative, and shout out to the creative team behind that.
Let's take it back. I'm gonna be part of you.
Yeah. Shout out.
All Future. Og.
Yeah. They make some fucking killer music videos.
Right.
I think that the ASAP mob would have been.
They're like on the forefront of that creative stuff.
Oh, absolutely. And then they ventured off, and then they just started, doing other music videos as well for other artists, not ASAP only. But I think I would have definitely joined the ASAP mob. And so RC, if I ever get into another community or get to do,
how would you spell it? Like literally just RC?
Just RC. Yeah. I know that's not gonna be a good Instagram handle, but I think that and ASAP Melly Mel. Yeah, introduce ASAP Melly Mel. Get it? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was sick. I know that you never want to be a rapper, Sean, but do you ever think about like
He's a DJ, you know, like
no, right, with the rapping part. But if you could do a rebrand for your DJing, what would it be? I have some thoughts. And he knows it because I introduce him all the time at work.
Honestly, the nickname that I like that one of the homies has, I've always wanted it, but it's clearly his.
Yeah.
I've always wanted Steez. Sean Steez. Yeah. Or something like that. All my nicknames, I've always wanted my name in it. Like, I didn't want just like an alias. I've never had a good alias. So at least I have my name in it and like something. I feel like it could be like marketable. But yeah, I feel like Steez is fucking tight.
It is.
Steez is pretty tight.
Because it's both like, well, it's the letter S, and like I hella like that, and then Austin fucking like his logo is like the letter S, and I was like, your name doesn't even start with the letter S.
His last name though. But
yeah, whatever.
That's not even remotely close. That's his excuse for doing that. Okay, I actually like Steez would have been sick.
That's totally his, but
man,
after
that is years,
that is a sick ass.
Jeez,
just like for someone to be like Steve, like that's tight.
Yeah. So you would want to do a reband on that? Can I tell you at work? I always say Sean Witwicky
like
from
weekly,
Transformers.
like weekly.
I always say, hey, what's up, Sean Witwicky?
That's actually Witwicky.
That's what I said. That's so fucking cool.
I caught
DJ
that.
Sean Witwicky, bro.
And also, as a nerd, I love that too. You know,
you will get it.
I think it's cool. I don't hate it, but it's hit or miss with people who get it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, you know.
Well, you were during COVID when we were doing Twitch and all that stuff. You were fucking. I always say that there's DJs and then there's, what do you call it? Scratcher? What is that term called? What is that?
Turntablism.
Turntablism. It's just like there's a different like level to it, right?
Right.
You can. I'm not shitting on.
Say it.
Not shitting on all the DJs.
Say what you gotta
but
say.
Like, there's that culture. That's that whole thing where sometimes like you can mix it. Yeah, right? You can find the BPM, right? That's how they do it.
Yeah.
And then there's people like Sean, there's people that used to do it at DJ like competitions, and they would live and they would, do all the fancy shit.
And that's the beauty of it, yeah.
And then they would think about the music because they have to have like all the fucking vinyls. And
shout out Shane too.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Those are like those are different levels. Those are
right.
Disc jock, right? Like you just
disc jock,
right. You just think about that. So I've always thought like that you've always been on another level in DJing. That sounds like I'm shitting on every other DJ. And we need fucking doctors, man. We need nurses. We don't need any more DJs in this world or barbers, bro. Promise, bro.
Hey, nothing wrong with hobbies.
Right, hobbies. Yeah.
First of all, I really appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. When I was DJing on Twitch in 2021,
fun stuff. One of my favorite times.
Doing all that was some of my best work I've ever put together.
I remember that was fire.
Like I was DJing like daily, almost
we
daily, or like at least like weekly, at least a couple times a week.
Yeah.
I was literally, that was like the top of my craft in terms of creativity. Because when I like this past month, I haven't been able to do this podcast because I've been DJing weddings and like attending weddings. Like I did like 2 back-to-back weekends of weddings, followed by attending a wedding with you guys. And as much as I wanted to have a good time, I was still watching a DJ. Doing those gigs require me to like follow the format and shit, and like make sure the program goes perfectly, and then rock the dance floor. But like no one really cares about my turntable abilities and my scratching and my like that's not what that crowd is looking for.
They're looking for
exactly. They're looking to dance and have a good time, and obviously the program went perfect and it was great. But creatively, as a DJ, when I was DJing for you guys, like on Twitch, that was some of my most creative and like most well practiced things that I've done in my DJ career. So that's always going to be a huge highlight, like in my DJ career and like in my heart. Like that was something that I put a lot of effort into, and you could really see it shine at times. Like obviously I'm a big critic for myself when I watch those videos. Like I didn't do exactly what I wanted to do, but you guys could really, you could see like the direction I was going, and I was keeping the art form alive and trying to push it forward and
Let me tell you
showcasing it
this.
for people who maybe don't know what that shit is, and you can see the difference between someone who's just playing music to get people to dance and versus like someone who really understands their equipment and making the sounds that they're trying to hear like in their head and making it come to life, and like trying to find that balance between what people like, but also like as a DJ, what I can do to creatively push this art form forward, but the music and the dancing parts for you guys. So how do I mix that shit together and like make it one whole routine that everyone, no matter what level of DJing you understand, can really fuck with.
Yeah. That being said, about your performances, bro, like that shit was like the most fire thing I would ever listen to during those times. But what I wanted to ask you was, would you ever be interested in doing like those like DJ competitions? Because I went to one with Shane before back then.
Shit.
That shit was so fucking tight, bro.
Before you answer that question, I just want to just make sure you understand that the time and the, you know what I'm saying? There's just another level, and we got to like appreciate that, because
I think Sean's at that level.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And yeah. I mean, but you're absolutely right. Do you rock the mic when you do events? Yes. Have I told you before I got all this that we should invest in like a room with a DJ? Yeah. We talked about that, right? Where we just listen to music and drink and just spend time like a club, basically. But like more loungy,
like
right?
Like a studio, whatever thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like, I don't know, like in Redwood City, there's this one spot. My old coworker back then, he used to be in a band. He took me to this like thing. It was just like a whole lot filled with like different rooms, different bands.
Oh.
But then some people, I guess I heard like podcasts too as well. But like, yeah, just like, you know, you rent something like that, and like
I thought about it. I've looked it up. I've looked it up for sure.
Let me know.
Yeah, if we drive out to like,
we can decorate that spot.
Like if we go to like an industrial building,
exactly.
Room, I can just rent it out. I'm hoping that one day that becomes this.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. You're saying?
Yeah. I would love to do one of those competitions. I don't know if I think they're live now again. I think for a minute it was like only digital because of COVID.
Exactly.
I would love to. It's just like I got to put together like a routine, and I don't know how much time I'm willing to do. I have like little routines like in my head, but like I've never been able to kind of flow it into the next one and paste it all together and turn it into a whole set of just like a 15-minute routine of just like flips, like live flips, like scratching, beat juggling, making like live remixes, and just kind of meeting the criteria of the theme, like Red Bull 3 styles, like three styles of music. So you need like 3 different genres that are totally different from each other. So like I would totally be interested in doing it. It's just like realistically, how much time do I have to put into all of that? And like, am I getting paid? Because
I don't know. I think there's prizes if you're like.
Yeah, there are definitely. It's definitely prizes for sure.
Like, networking. I mean, dude, networking.
Yeah, that's exactly networking too.
Yeah,
networking.
Yeah, for sure.
Some might say that's a prize. Yeah, exposure. That might say a prize.
I just like
do it, bro. And then I can follow you and I can record you and we can do social media.
Okay.
I would love to do it. I think with the way my life is right now, like I think everything has kind of been like. Everything I'm doing, I'm making money doing this. Right. And like for me to put in time and effort into creating a set, that's really taking time out of my day. I'm also in school right now, but I'm like taking time out of my day to like think about like how the set is gonna go, and like I guess that's a little too real. You know what I mean? On a day-to-day basis, but like ideally, I think. It can only benefit me from joining a competition like that and really just building. About me. But I have the talent to do it. I just like
how far would you travel?
How much effort am I willing to time and effort am I willing to put into something that can potentially lead to nothing?
Right. Well, so if there was money involved, and we got to go, how far would you travel to do a competition?
Like the chance for you to like win, like if it was a big prize or something.
Like, shout out,
cash prize,
come out to like New Orleans, and we're gonna, I'm
like, DJ,
I'm talent. Let's go.
And there's been times where we listen to DJs too. Other events, you're like, I'm fucking better than that guy. I didn't want to say that.
I didn't want to say that. But
we've been at events, and then shots out, they're like,
I didn't want to say that, but yes, there's actually so many.
I hate that mentality because we all we gotta support each other.
But you know, he's right. There's a community. You're supposed to uplift everybody, right?
I'm gonna say it right now in the first episode. I'm a fucking hater, bro. I'm
the biggest hater.
Hey,
I'm the best hater, bro. No. But no, I get where you're coming from. You want to uplift the community that you're part of.
I want to hate the community.
I would.
But how far would you travel?
I would travel anywhere in the
Tokyo?
U.S.
Okay.
at first because it's domestic and it's like less to worry about exchanging my money and shit. The thing is, I want to use like my equipment because someone could have the same exact setup as me with everything's exactly the same, but their equipment feels different than my equipment. So I'd have to bring my own stuff, and
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean? Like, they could have everything exactly the same.
Right, but it's not your.
But it's not my equipment.
Right,
it doesn't
right, right.
spin the same exact way that I know mine does, and I'd have to bring
It's
my
like driving
own.
a car. You know how it feels.
Exactly. So,
Damn.
that is one thing. I mean,
Somewhere
if I
that
have
we
to
can
use
do
it,
your
I mean,
shit.
then I'm flying out with like 2 turntables and a
Right.
and a mixer and like,
So, like,
what
what,
does that look
California?
like flying with all that crap and like how
But
do I take
within,
care of that stuff?
California,
So that's
you're
just
driving.
like detailed shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, locally, I mean, I have a truck. I could drive that shit
Right.
wherever.
Damn. So let me just ask you, just because that's a big part of it. Like,
Right.
if we were because we did go to Japan, and if they were to be like, there you go, and if they were like, hey, Sean, I know you're a DJ from California, can you spin a little bit? You wouldn't be able to.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could.
You could, right? Okay, yeah. So
If I had my
but
laptop
man,
or
you
if
were to
I
get
play it
the
on this stuff-
turntables in Japan, that would have been a fucking story, bro. That would have been a fucking story, dude. But I'm down. You know what, man? I think if we manifest that right now, if that is something in the future where we can go and support you somewhere
absolutely.
else, and you could spin the way you want to spin,
Yup,
you know,
yup,
and
yup.
show off your talent. I mean, dude, like. I just think you're in a different level, bro. I
That's
always
what-
wanted to say that to you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Backpacking off what he's saying, like instead of a competition and whatnot, like when's the next stream, if anything, like that
yeah.
you're in your element for that, you know, like I feel like you get hell of yours. at that
I've
point.
been thinking about this for a while. I'm probably not gonna hop back on Twitch.
Okay.
But my last mixtape just
Yeah.
reached 10,000 plays.
Hey, let's go.
Hey,
Shout
we're
out.
gonna
Shout
link
out,
that.
plug.
We're gonna link
Plug
that
it,
in the
plug it, plug
description
it.
right there.
Yeah.
It's an R&B mixtape that I made like a couple years ago.
Oh,
now.
yeah?
I think I made it like in
Yeah.
2021 or
think
so. Because I mean, I made like
You made two,
I made my very first mixtape
Royal?
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, just to say that like I can put something out with my name on it, and I have
Right.
like creatively I'm okay with putting this out, and that shit has like over 160,000 plays on
There
it
you
right
go,
now,
bro.
which is crazy. Like it's just people, like I'm not advertising it at all. Like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
just stumble upon it on
Just some shit
SoundCloud
from San Bruno,
due to like the hashtags or just recommended. Like it has enough plays to like gain traction on its own.
Yeah.
And then I released like right when the pandemic started, I worked on like another mixtape, volume 1. It was just like a modern R&B, right? And I just kind of came up with that because I knew that I could start a project and finish it within like 2 days. Like I knew at the beginning that like I can post this right now, and that doesn't have that many plays, but I needed to know that I could do that in 2020.
You're doing
And
it for yourself too. At the end of the day.
And it's really just proving to myself that like creatively, like nothing will ever be 100% of what I imagine it in my head to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if it can get to a level that I feel like is acceptable to my high standards, then I'll post it. But it'll
Mm-hmm.
never be like as perfect as I know that
Right.
it can be.
100%. But the next one is
Yeah.
one step closer.
And
Yeah.
I'm saying too, we're waiting. We look forward to your shit, bro.
My
We
volume,
need it.
my volume 2 just hit 10K plays, and I'm like, I'm done with all my DJ
Yeah.
gigs for the year. Well, I think I have I just got hired for like one more in December.
Nice.
But overall, like I think I'm in a good place to be able to work on a new project that has to do with DJing.
Looking forward to it,
because it's
brother.
always been just work. It's
Yeah.
always DJing to me has always been just like, do this wedding and you get this much money, and you do this gig, go show up here, play music, you
It's
get
never
this
for
much
you.
money, and it's money and it's good, and like I call it a monetized hobby,
Right.
but
Yeah.
some
need-
people
you
call
need
that
to
a
feed your
side
soul.
some people call that a side hustle. I just call it a second job.
Yeah.
And it's a job. But
important,
like
bro.
creatively, DJing, like I haven't done anything creatively with DJing in a while, and I've reached a point as soon as it hit like October, as soon as I did that last wedding, I was like, I think I'm ready to creatively love this hobby again, or
love
work
that,
on it
bro.
creatively, because it's been work, and it's been on the work side, but now I'm ready to switch it over back to this is what I love to do, and let me showcase what I can do again, and what can I do. It's been a while since I've fucking scratched like legitly and did all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I need to like
Record
practice
it.
my craft again, see where I'm at, and see how I can bring myself to the next level. But also, like, what can I put out on my name, like under my name?
Yeah.
How do I advertise myself for next year, for more weddings next year, or for more, you know, like, let me just put out like a playlist of songs that I put together and see if people fuck with it, because people have been by my small sample sizes of mixes that I have out on SoundCloud.
Absolutely, bro. I think, and just piggybacking off what you said, man, I think I've always, I think this is a great time to just kind of share, like, it's not, you should always try, right? Like, I always feel like we always shit on people for trying different things, like even, you know, podcasting, even like,
I used to, and I grown.
yeah,
Like,
and it's just like you try, bro. Like, there's,
Do it,
it's not,
yeah.
it's still, it's like, when has trying not been cool?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
you're being uncomfortable, you're growing as a person, you're
Exactly.
being vulnerable. Like,
You can't
why
grow in
not
comfort.
try, bro? Like, there's a lot of people that are gonna be hating on you. There's gonna be a lot of people like, wow, like, you're still doing this, but like, bro,
There's a
like,
lot of people
you're
that-
not, bro.
yeah.
Like, you know.
Exactly.
And I think that, like, you know, we can all do ourselves a favor by trying a different hobby, trying a different, like, medium as well. I mean, right now, like, even with the podcasting, I'm so out of my realm. But, you know, I research, I do it every day, and that's how you get better at it, bro. That's how you get better
Practice, baby.
at doing it. And there's a lot to come, man. But I
Come.
yeah, I hope.
Pause.
Come. No, I hope that you, Sean. I hope that you really do pick up. I was gonna say pick up the sticks. That's the video gaming, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope that you start spinning again
on the ones
bro.
and twos.
Yeah, on the ones. I hope that you start doing that, because I've always wanted to say that you are on a different level, and
Yep. You got that talent, baby.
it's a different one, bro. You could see people who actually do it. You know,
Other DJ people, friends, they know. too,
yeah, they
basically.
know, yeah. So, but yes, but I've always wanted to say that to you. So,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Damn, man. But yeah, you know, I want to just kind of recap, just because we're going to put this on the podcast. You know, we did do an hour and a half. And, you know, I'll be cutting it and kind of figuring out the good spots and the bad spots and
Right.
et cetera. But, you know, how do you feel? Just because I want to just kind of get on tape, like, how do you feel about this podcast? Do you think that it's natural, could flow?
Oh, yeah. Natural.
Yeah.
Um,
No specific topic.
I'm okay with that, but yeah, like everything, just worrying about everything in post, basically. But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, no, I think I like it.
Yeah,
I like
do
it. so.
not-
Yeah, it's
Stews.
good. I think it's good. I think it's really just making sure it's fluid for
Yeah,
the
just
listener.
cutting, yeah.
Like, I think the topics are good, and we can talk about
Is
these
this part
topics
going in
for
the
a
podcast
long
too?
time.
We
But
can.
like,
Oh.
how do they segue from one to the other? And is someone who's listening going to be able to just like, they're listening because it's good, or like, is that segue? You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
I don't know.
right,
like,
right.
does it transition good? I think
Yeah.
that's the only thing I'm worried about. But that's me, the producer and DJ.
Yeah, I
But
think,
like topics overall, they're great. I think.
yeah,
can
we're
talk
jumping right
forever.
in.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no hidden agenda. We're just talking like we're boys in a fucking room. And we are boys in a room, and we're
Shout out
you
my
know,
boy.
we have a lot of history together, and we
Look at
you know,
we.
this is natural. If the camera wasn't rolling, I'm pretty sure we would do
We would have the
2-3
same
hours.
exact.
Probably worse.
We would have the same exact
fucking
conversation. Yeah.
exactly. So, but yeah, man, I think that this part too can be in the podcast. I think that it's important, because what I've learned is that people are interested in the process, right?
Yes,
And
I
a lot
am,
of people.
yeah.
I find it so important to see or hear or listen to hear is the same thing. But
you're
you know,
you're one of those people that watch from the beginning. You know, like let's say for example, like you're telling me how you watch Bad Friend or Tiger Belly from like the beginning, right? Rather than like whatever.
Jump in.
That's crazy, you know. Not crazy in a bad way, but like that's crazy because then knowing that there are people out there that just want to see how it like changes,
Absolutely.
you know. So
it's so important for the development. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's so important for the story. But
that's
like,
why we can't get it like right, like perfect the first time around. You can
Yeah.
see the growth. So
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think that even having a mic or like being the cameras in front of us, it'll just get better over time.
absolutely.
Drinking has been helping us trying to loosen up as well.
Shout out Prohibition.
Yeah, shut up, Prohibition.
Roaring
All right, man.
20s.
So I do. I only have about 15 more minutes on the SD card.
Like in general, like all together.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
okay.
You know, I really do wish that I did pick up another camera, but it's just not in the budget right now.
No,
to
no,
be
of course,
honest,
of course,
yeah.
of course.
But I do want to say two things. The last two questions I have for the podcast is, I did circle back to one of the questions for the pilot episode.
Yeah.
This is kind of mean, and I probably won't ask this, so you don't have to answer this. But when we were talking about that zombie apocalypse like scenario,
Sure.
and it was a great time.
Yeah.
But who would be like the most useless person in that fucking situation, bro?
Honestly, like, you know what?
You don't have to say. I can bleep it out. Like,
yeah.
For us, like,
Yeah.
Maybe we'll cut this part.
No. Bleep
Like
it.
out of our friends.
Yeah.
No, let's just bleep it.
We'll context, right?
Let's just bleep it so we have some drama.
We were in a Dead Rising
Yeah.
conversation. We were in the rooftop. We have like it's been a year.
Yeah.
But like in the beginning of that scenario.
All right.
Who would be the
okay? No. I want you to bleep it and then like blur the mouth as well.
Blur the mouth. Okay.
Blur the mouth and bleep
the
it.
mouth. Okay. Hold on. Let's think about it. Right. We're in Dead Rising. There's zombies.
We're gonna say it same time.
Okay.
You two.
I know who you're thinking.
I'll cut that out. Okay. I'll cut that. But yes, dude. Okay. Here's the thing. In The Mist, you ever watched the movie The Mist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that movie.
I do too.
In a good way.
I've always said this. We'll cheers it when we close the podcast. I've always said this. If we were in that supermarket, this is probably a better scenario. If we were in that supermarket and there was fucking ghost or alien, I don't know what the fuck the scenario was. You have to kill the rebel out of the group.
Right.
And who was the rebel out of the group in that fucking movie?
Wait, who was it again? I forgot.
The old lady, the religious old lady, right?
You are right.
You have to
Hell, I
kill her
forgot. She's too
ahead of
radical.
time. Well, because she just influenced, right?
Right.
That's just like 101, right?
Gotta
That's
weed them out,
right.
baby.
It's like all, you just go into it. You gotta kill her first, bro. And then they force them out of the supermarket.
Right.
Spoiler alert. But they force them out of the supermarket. So, like, in our scenario, who is the most useless and who do we gotta, like, kill first? Be like, dude. Okay, we're gonna say that
Within our group of friends, right?
Within our grount of friends.
Because we're cutting out everything.
Right, I'm gonna beep.
Sorry. Can you repeat like the whole scenario again for the cut?
Right. So the context is it's Dead Rising 3, Dead Rising 1. We're in the mall, and we're not talking about like our jobs because that was the first question I asked. But the initial the group of friends go into the mall, and we have to like start figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Out of our group of friends,
Who
would be the most useless person out of our group of friends? Now here's the thing.
We're bleeping this out too.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep the whole thing out. But I have a feeling I know who you're gonna talk about. But I just want to soak it in real quick. I just want to think about who really is just the most useless person.
And we're saying this at the same time, right?
We're saying at the same time, but I just want to think about it. And Sean, we're gonna get your answer. I'm just gonna
all three of us are saying it at the same time. All three of us are saying it at the same time.
I don't even know these.
Yeah, let's take just a
Go ahead. Take a second. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
Well, you're ready. You're already queued up. Out of our group of friends, who is the most useless? And I only say this too because I've been in escape rooms.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are we contributing
to
this, right? And I've also been the same guy. I've been in escape rooms. I'm the guy moving furniture.
Right. Okay.
To
be fair, like anything like they could possibly change if this if you're in that scenario, blah blah. Because you're not in regular society anymore.
Right.
So it's not a complete dig.
Yeah. But
we have with the way you are right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna say that at one.
At one.
So,
at one.
At one.
Okay.
At 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1. 1. Yeah. One. We'll say 1.
Yeah. Sure.
What the? Do you do 1, 2, 3? We'll do 1, 2, 3. Do you count down or count up?
I don't know anymore. I count down. I count down.
Why the fuck did you ask me if I count?
Because you said 0.
I said 1 and you were like 1 and I was like, I guess 0 is the better one.
Or whatever.
Okay, we're gonna count down to 1.
And we're bleeping out.
We're gonna bleep it out. Okay,
but we're keeping this for the drama.
The drama. The most useless person in our group during a zombie apocalypse is 3, 2, 1.
We're blurring the fucking out. We're blurring them out.
Bro, it's just so easy.
Again, everything up to now from after we said the name.
Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
But we're bleeping the name. We're bleeping the name.
No, I'll cut it out.
No.
I like that.
No, when we go 3, 2, 1, and we say it, and we all start laughing, and then it ends there.
Yeah. Okay. No more mentioning the name that we all said. Okay.
But
I feel like glad that we said it together. Well, anyways, let's go.
I already let it slip.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll cut that out. What?
New York. Yeah, what I was talking about.
You hella let it slip.
The new thing.
Well, remember do you remember how we closed out these podcasts? You remember how Papa told you?
Was it a high five?
I forgot.
No, we were the first podcast. It was so natural because we're hella drunk. You remember the first one?
We're happy and we're
Wow,
singing.
thanks for watching the video, guys.
I watched it a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was 3 months ago. You're right. Yeah. Do you remember that? It was so natural because we were there and then we're here.
No, I don't remember, man.
All right. So we agreed that to end every podcast, we would say the famous FWABOOM.
Oh yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah, that's how we close out the
Alzheimer's.
Absolutely, no worries. Yeah, so
we're happy and we're singing and we're colors.
Oh, that's right. You guys didn't sing that. I didn't know what the fuck you guys talking about.
High five.
I don't know if we get copyright for that.
No, fuck, dude. Yeah, like a red mark. Yeah.
All right.
So shout out to John, shout out to Sean that kind of made it to this. Right. Shout out to both of you guys for coming out, doing this podcast. I know that we're going to be doing this a lot more. I know this is fun. I hope that we get more guests. I hope that this can be something else one day. But yeah, man, I think this is a long time coming. But yeah, we're gonna end it. This is a long one, but this is the first one. This is how
Pause. Go on.
pause. Pause what? Pause
Nothing.
Oh, because it was a long one.
Oh, I just want to say that this one was longer than it had to be. Pause what?
Nothing. Keep going.
John gets it. Okay, go on. Go on. Finish your
Pause
thoughts.
what?
You're good.
I just want to do the outro.
Do your outro.
Shout out to you guys.
Right on. Pause.
Pause what?
Nothing.
Fuck you. Pause.
You don't get it? Like when you say pause, that means you said something
Gay?
Like you said something kind of gay.
one.
You're like, this is a pretty long one. Pause, and then you keep on talking.
God damn it.
Oh shit. That was good.